What if aliens landed and faced disturbing discrimination? Today, we're going into one of the most original sci-fi movies ever. This Oscar-nominated movie flips the classic alien invasion narrative on its head, in a story where the deeper you go, the more the lines blur between human and monster. This is the story of District 9. The film opens documentary style, telling the story of an alien invasion that happened 20 years ago. In 1982, a giant alien spaceship shows up in Earth's atmosphere and hovers over Johannesburg, South Africa. After 3 months of no movement or no contact from the inhabitants of the ship, government agencies decide to break in and see what's inside. But instead of some form of ethereal, advanced life beings, they're shocked to find hundreds of pitiful-looking aliens inside, all weak, starving, and leaderless. Humanity responds by moving them into a temporary shelter on the ground called District 9. At first, the aliens are taken care of with food donations and security. But as the years pass, everyone gets tired of the amount of money and effort going into the degenerate group. District 9 is abandoned and quickly turns into a violent slum. The aliens get destructive, and the people of Johannesburg begin to riot, putting pressure on the government to move the aliens far away from where humans live. It's revealed that a vital part of the aliens' mothership fell out years ago, and it is unable to move and take them back to their planet. Eventually, the insect-like aliens, now called Prawns, are deemed a nuisance and heavily segregated from human society. This is where we meet Wikus van der Merwe, a mid-level employee at Multinational United, MNU for short, a company in charge of managing the aliens. Wikus is just a classic rule-following employee, naive, awkward, and eager to please. He's just been promoted to lead an operation to evict the Prawns from District 9 and relocate them to a new camp, even further away from the city. His team goes to the slum to get the Prawns to sign eviction notices before the big move. But the whole process is just for show. What MNU really cares about is exploiting the advanced alien weaponry, which can't yet be operated by humans. Wikus and his team go from shack to shack, handing out the eviction notices, using threats, bribes, and force.
This is Wikus van der Merwe from MNU, and we are here to serve you an eviction notice. You just put your scroll there.
While all this is going on, we meet two Prawns, Christopher Johansson and his friend Paul. They're searching the dump site for something that seems to possess their alien fluid and DNA. Christopher's son finds what they're looking for, and the three return to base. There, we see a complex machinery setup where Christopher and Paul are making something. Apparently, this process has taken them 20 years. The alien fluid they were collecting is essential for reactivating a hidden command module on the rundown mothership. They plan to use this module to pilot the ship back to their home planet. The experiment is complete, and the alien fluid is sealed in a small container. Just then, MNU shows up at Paul's door. They find him acting suspiciously and decide to search his shack for weapons. Wikus finds the experiment room and discovers the strange alien device hidden away.
This has got the markings there so it's definitely alien.
He accidentally triggers the device and sprays himself with the contents. But he doesn't think much of it. Seeing that he was found out, Paul gets confrontational and wounds Wikus in the arm. He's immediately killed by the MNU soldiers. Wikus and his team show up at Christopher's door next. They try to get him to sign the form, but he shows that he has higher intelligence than the rest of the Prawns by reading the fine print and refusing to sign. While they're still at it, Wikus gets really sick. He starts throwing up and has to leave to get medical treatment. His wounded arm is bandaged up. Back at work, Wikus seems to get even more sick, and his fingernails start coming off. He goes home to find that his family and coworkers have thrown him a surprise party to celebrate his promotion. During the party, Wikus's condition gets worse as he throws up all over the cake and passes out. He wakes up in the hospital and is being attended to. The big moment comes when the doctor cuts off his arm bandage.
What is happening to my arm?
Wikus's left arm has mutated into an alien appendage, like that of a prawn. The doctor knocks him out and contacts the MNU, who immediately fly him out of the hospital and imprison him at their own facility. But instead of helping, they see profit. Wikus's hybridizing DMA makes him compatible with the alien weaponry, which humans have been unable to operate before. He's experimented on, tortured, and treated like a lab rat by his own company. The most heartbreaking part is that the whole thing is overseen by his father-in-law, who also sees him as nothing more than property and a cash cow. In his drugged state, Wikus hears their plan. They want to harvest his entire body, from heart to muscle tissue to bone marrow, killing him in the process. In a panic, Wikus escapes the facility and immediately becomes the most wanted man in South Africa. The MNU puts out a misleading report to turn the public against him, claiming that he'd been having sex with the Prawns. It works, and he becomes a fugitive. Even his own family is disgusted by him. Desperate and with nowhere else to go, he hides in the one place he might blend in, District 9. There, he reunites with Christopher, who is able to deduce what is happening to the man. Christopher and his son hide him while the MNU searches the district. Wikus discovers that Christopher had secretly been working on fixing a dropship underneath his shack. The device Wikus found and confiscated was the fuel for that ship. Now that it's in the hands of MNU, Christopher can't finish the job. The two strike a deal together. They'll recover the fluid from MNU headquarters, and Christopher will try to reverse Wikus's transformation with machines on the mothership. They get weapons from some Nigerian gangsters living in District 9 and storm MNU. Together, they manage to pull off the raid and recover the black fluid. Wikus is excited to get cured, but then Christopher reveals the problem. The mothership will take 3 years to fix, after which he will then return and cure Wikus. Furious and betrayed, Wikus lashes out and tries to hijack the ship himself. It fails, and Christopher is captured by the MNU, while Wikus is captured by the Nigerian gangsters, who want to cut off his mutated arm and eat it, believing it will give them the aliens' power. At the last minute, Christopher's son reactivates the mothership from the dropship. This also activates dormant alien technology all over the city, killing the Nigerians. Wikus dons an alien mechanical suit and rescues Christopher. He protects him, ensuring he gets back to his son at the dropship safely.
And I'll join you soon. Thank you, boy.
Christopher and his son successfully launch the command module, and the mothership powers back up and leaves Earth. But before leaving, he promises Wikus that he'll be back in 3 years to fix him. Now disowned by friends and family, Wikus is tagged the villain of the story, and no one knows where he is. One of his colleagues at MNU leaks the company's records to reveal what really happened, but is immediately fired and arrested. The film ends with Wikus, now fully alien, living in District 9, scavenging parts and making little metal flowers for his wife, who's still holding out hope for his return. District 9 is more than a cool sci-fi film. It's an interesting mix of action and serious social commentary, giving us much to think about after it ends. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this recap, drop a like and subscribe for more.